Hey everybody, this is Matt Bergman. I want to share with you how you can use your brand new SmartBoard. So as you can see, this is a flat panel SmartBoard, and you have the screen right here, which you can control with your hands or with the pens and eraser that come attached to your board. To turn your board on and off, you'll see that there is a panel over here on the side of your board. You can simply tap on the power button, that'll put it to sleep. You can tap on it again, or you can hit the home button and that will activate your account or your board. You can turn the volume up and down by using the buttons on the side, and some of my favorites are right here. There may be times where you'll want to put this up and hide the screen that you have behind this curtain right here. And so now students can't see what's behind it. If you want to reveal it, just simply tap the button, which right now is red on your screen right here, and it will reveal it. There's also the pause button. There may be times where you want to freeze a screen so that students can see instructions and may not be able to do anything else. You can hit this pause button. It looks like this right here, and that will pause your screen. To reveal the screen or to go forward or interact with the screen again, you can press that pause button again, or if you tap on your screen, press the play button and it'll go back. Now you also have right over here some helpful tools on the panel. This will allow you to sign into your board. Now there's a couple different ways you can sign into your board. One is you can create an account at smarttech.com and that will let you sign into your board. This is great if you have multiple boards throughout the building, or maybe multiple people are using the same board. They also have a feature right down here, an ID card that comes with your SmartBoards that you can then scan using this technology right up here. So that's another feature that you could possibly use. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap out of this. I'm going to go right here. And the settings, so anytime that you need to change any types of settings, like maybe customizing the wallpaper, checking if it's connected to Wi-Fi, it's all here. To make sure that it's connected to the Wi-Fi, you can go to the network settings and just make sure you turn that on. If it's not connected to the network, you want to talk to Dean here in the building or your IT professional in order to get that up and running. All right, so I'm going to go down here. Another really helpful thing is the wallpaper. So the wallpaper allows you to customize what it looks like on the back of your wallpaper. So I can go ahead and choose, we'll do some hot air balloons right here. I can hit the back arrow, and as you can see, there we go. There's other things as well that we'll get into here in just a few moments, whereas you have files, apps, input, screen share, and the ability to clean it up. The inputs are going to be really helpful. You can connect other devices to your board. So for instance, if you wanted to connect your laptop, if you wanted to connect the document camera, an Apple TV, or even a DVD player, you can do it by connecting to some of the cords over here on the back or on the side panel. Those that are connected, I'm going to just go ahead and hit input. One of the things I really like about this board is anything that's connected, you're going to see a preview. So right now I have the document camera all hooked up. I can go ahead and tap on that, and it's going to automatically bring up the document camera so that I can start working on that document camera. And as you can see, I can hit the focus button and start getting to work. So that's the focus button on the document camera. I can then hit the home button, and that will then take me back to my screen, and I can choose another input if I want.